Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you some quick tips that'll help you rank up in Sparking Zero DP battles. So, in my opinion, first off, I want to let y'all know I don't show it in the gameplay, but the first tip I have for you guys is to make sure that you pick as many characters on your team as physically possible. Reason being is a lot of these fights, they kind of go to timeout. Like I've lost not expecting it, just like the timer doesn't pop up till like towards the end of the fight, and the more people you have on your team, I notice it helps with that. Now I wanted to start off with Jiro because this guy actually is perfect for like those scenarios because he actually regenerates health on his grab and actually his ultimate. Not only that, but I noticed like the higher ranks, people play very aggressive. As you see, I grabbed him right there and got his key. People play very aggressive and they don't even give you the chance to charge up. So I start off with a character that it doesn't even matter, right? Like I can charge up by grabbing him. And a lot of people kind of fall for that little move that you're probably going to see later on. But when I do some key blast and then I go grab him, I go for that one a lot and people fall for that. But yeah, I don't show my full team in the gameplay, but I have Jiro, I've got Master Roshi, I've got Chaozu. For those three, I have them specifically because they're low cost. Well, for Roshi and Chaozu. Jiro, again, he's here to kind of stall, right? I use him in the first slot and stall as much as possible. But then I got Kid Goku, or they call him Teen Goku in this game. And the reason I brought him is because he's also low cost and he has that after image strike. So I'm sure most of y'all know what after image strike does. Oh, there you go. There's that move I was talking about earlier. It's really good. You're gonna see. I catch him a lot in this gameplay. But that after image strike is so OP, bro. Like the reason why it's so good is because you vanish out of your opponent's attacks and it lasts almost as long as when you get it back, or honestly the same time. When you get 3 skill points is when I notice it ends, and then you could just kind of loop it, right? So you can really, like, I would make sure I have at least one person on the team with that skill. Another thing I want to point out is that you want to kind of use like your filler characters because a lot of people are using like their big guns right away. Like this guy, he started off with Goku. Now he's got Goku Black, right? Which are like two pretty good characters. So if I look, I'm getting them out of the way with Jiro. Like you notice my Jiro is a problem. This dude is, I mean, he was a rank right below me, right? But that being said, I was trying to find some higher ranks, but I couldn't. So either way, like this guy is technically like my skill level, and you can see like this isn't really even close, right? Like, so you don't have to use my exact setup, but make sure you run 5 characters. Another thing I notice is people tend to play like very defensively. Like they'll spam like perception and such. This guy wasn't really doing it too much. Another tactic I've seen is a lot of people going for like random like rush attacks, like rush supers, or like even their ultimates. Like when somebody goes in their sparking mode like this, I try to play as defensive as possible. I was more so kind of confident with this guy. See, like I could tell he was looking to do something right there. So why would I charge him, right? Um, but yeah, this guy wasn't doing the perception too much. But some people, they'll just sit there and keep blocking you and whatnot. But guys, I highly recommend running like filler characters. I know you want to rock the big guns, but the strength in numbers is very apparent. I think this Samasu that he's running is really good. He's got after image strike and immortal body, which can heal him up. I do use him a lot as well. Now another tip I want to give you guys is again perception, right? When you see somebody's going for that, like for those like heavy attacks, you can see I'm blocking, but I'm not, also not just blocking. I'm also holding the circle button or the B button on Xbox, and basically waiting for him to do a heavy attack, and it kind of gets him off of me, right? Um, Now managing your key is important against like better players. And see right there, he kind of hits me with a random super. I feel like sometimes like I'll be blocking, but it still goes through. I think when somebody goes for that, one of your best bets is to try to vanish out of it. As you can see, I did a move right there that I like to do as well. If somebody's going in their rage mode, I like to kind of just homing dash. And you see, I did the Kamehameha right there. After you hit like a knockback attack, I recommend going for a super ultimate. Like most of the times, it will hit him. This guy goes for his ultimate right here. I don't remember if this. I don't think this connects. Yeah, it doesn't connect. And then see, I go for the Kamehameha. A lot of characters after that, like they'll be like kind of locked in the animation, so you can hit them. Not every time though. And yeah, see right there, that's that perception. If I didn't do that, he would have sent me flying right there, right? And look, this guy has only went through 2 of my characters. You know what I'm saying? I still have 3 characters in the back. Like, the reason why I tried this out is because I got tired of losing to timeout, bro. Alright, hopping into another match. This guy was AFK, so I wasn't trying to really hit him. Like, I wanted a fair fight. Plus, if you ever see somebody just standing there, just know, like, oh, like, they're probably gonna disconnect before the game ends. But this guy actually ends up waiting until his after image strike was ready, which I don't know if he did that on purpose or not, since I wasn't hitting him. But either way, it's a perfect example, right? So when you fight people with after image strike, you shouldn't do what I'm doing here, right? Like rushing into them, trying to fight them head on. They're gonna win that, especially if they're decent, right? It's best to play more defensive, or like go for stuff like key blast and kind of like that grab I was showing you earlier. Just grab him, stuff like that. You don't want to just hit him with the normal combo attack because he'll just go behind you, right? And he'll beat you because it's free for him. But with that being said, like this guy, I mean, he was okay. He wasn't bad at all. He was also my rank. But either way, like this guy ends up going through a few of my characters, which is why I wanted to show this one. Now, when you're getting combo like this from the back, the best thing to do right there is to, you see that attack I just did? It's kind of like a counter attack almost. What you have to do is you have to hold the left stick. I I don't know the correct terms, but I hold it like in the direction of my opponent, and then I try to time the square button or X button on Xbox at the right time, and then it'll basically get him off you and knock him back. That's the best way to get out of combos. Or let's say if he hits me up after that, like let's say I miss it and I'm unable to do that move when he hits me up and goes to vanish behind me, I get ready to vanish behind him, right? Now a tip I wanted to talk about, which see, it wasn't letting me. I was trying to do it here. But switching out your characters, bro. If one of your characters are gonna die, get them out of there, bro. Especially if you have 5 characters, there's no reason why you should let anybody die, bro. Now again, there is a glitch in this game where sometimes it doesn't let you switch or anything like that. It's super frustrating. Sometimes it's nice to catch people slipping. Like right there, he caught me, right? With like a super attack. But sometimes you can get lucky and catch them in like a good animation, something like that. But yeah, reason why switching is important, like let's say I had switched Zero, and then maybe I was getting beat up with Master Roshi, I could have went back to Zero and he would have healed up at least 1 health bar, right? Which is cool for Zero because he can drain your health, right? So yeah, that's why I recommend switching when you can. Again, in this fight, it wasn't letting me. Also, I didn't do it as much as I should have in the gameplay, but sidestepping is also really good. It kind of catches your opponent off guard, especially when they're like just spamming perception and whatnot, waiting for you. But yeah, as you can see, like these lower characters, they keep up just fine, especially if like you're decent at the game. You don't you don't need like crazy characters, because the more characters I have, the more it's in my favor, right? Like I feel like the low characters still have like a lot of health and still do pretty decent damage. Like if you take a look at the Rose, what he's doing, you'll see that it's not too much different like from the damage I'm doing, right? I don't remember if he doesn't hit me there. He actually breaks my stamina though, which you can't really do anything there. If I was the enemy, personally, if I had knocked my stamina like that, I would have, yeah, went for a move like that, right? Like I probably would have went for my ultimate, but he didn't need to. And now we got Chaozu, which again, we came out with 3 bars of health. His health is going down a lot, but that being said, see, that vanish is important, bro. Sometimes it won't get out. It won't let you get out. And bro, some of those like super moves where they throw stuff, I don't know why, but I feel like they land a lot, bro. Like Zamasu has one as well, where he just kind of throws a block at you. And honestly, I feel like the hitboxes on those are kind of unpredictable, and they catch people lacking a lot, right? Um, Now this dude lets me go into rage mode. Most people don't, but I don't know if he was like just trying to wait it out or what. I don't remember if I catch him. I think I caught him with the ultimate right here, which is okay. No, he vanished out. But yeah, guys, these if there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, bro, is don't be afraid to use like would probably be considered low tier characters. I wouldn't use somebody like Hercule, for example, because I feel like he's a little too weak. But if you can make it work, make it work. And boom, see right there, caught him slipping. The cool thing is when you're about to do a super move right there, like your character will stand back. So if your opponent's just mashing, hit him with that quick move, right? This would have been a perfect time to switch out if the game would let me, but it's okay. I feel like they need to fix that for sure. But yeah, that little counter attack is really good. As you can see, like I feel like for me, like, cause you have to time it, right? You have to time it to where you hit it right when your opponent hits. But to be honest, like I don't always know because every character is different. What I do is I literally just keep attempting it like back to back. So I don't spam it like constantly, but I'll go like, okay, try it, try it, try it, try it. Like I hope that makes sense, right? That's also how I do like vanishes as well. Like try it, try it. Like if they're trying to vanish, let's say if they're in the super attack animation and I want to vanish it, like that's what I'll do, right? Because it's kind of unpredictable. It's like, oh, try it, try it, try it. And this match ends up going towards the timeout. I probably would have beat him right there anyways, but just in case it did go to timeout, again, I still had like a whole another character, right? A few characters actually. So that's been a few tips and tricks. Subscribe if you're new because as we go up in the ranks, I'll have even more tips for you guys. But I got you in the next video. Peace.